Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of All Things IDA. In today's episode, I'm gonna be giving a quick update about the Ask IDA plugin that many people seem to be curious about. I'm gonna be quickly going over this plugin. Remember, it's work in progress. Just demystify a few things and hopefully encourage you to do something similar to it. Maybe call it Clippy or Jarvis or any other name you like. With that, let's get started. So last time I demoed askida, which basically is a plugin that integrates into the CLI system in IDA. It just goes here next to Python and IDC, and all it does is just take a command and dispatches it accordingly. Now, whether it's going to be using large language models or not, that's not the issue. The issue is just to give you additional stuff that are not Python or IDC in particular. So it will act mainly with AI subsystems for sure, hence the name, but you can be creative about it as you'll see in the future. Now it's going to be an educative plugin. So real quick, for example, when it comes to the plugin integration, if here Ask IDA in particular doesn't really do much about IDA in particular. It's just a regular plugin, nothing special, and then extends plug mode, nothing special, and it uses the CLI. And CLI, I only implement one callback execute line. And the CLI is the system that lets us in IDA create or integrate here with our own handler and code and so on. So that's in general Ask IDA. Now, Ask IDA itself relies on a different project. It's called AICLI that has the engine, the brains, and so on, the command registration, and everything. So, for example, if we take a look at certain command extensions, so let's say you want to write your own command, it's really not that complicated. We have a system of a context if you want to work with a context, and then we have a command. Let's see, for example, context listing contexts, for example. So if I here, for example, in ask IDA, the tilde show us contexts. Some commands create contexts. I went through a big refactor. I'm not yet where I was when I first demoed it. So context, we have a context, we have commands that create contexts, then it's something that will dictate how the command works. And here just for testing, let's say I'm creating a context through a slash chat command. It opens a chat window here. And now here, for example, I can ask, write a IDA Python script to enumerate all functions, for example. Now here you can see it's answering, we can move it on the side and continue working, and you might have different sessions and so on. Now the sessions will have a different goal, different understandings. It could be linked to a completely different external system and so on. As well, you saw me last time, which I haven't implemented back in, speaking naturally to the AI, asking about the database and so on. As well as there's no magic behind that. This is something I implemented directly after ChatGPT announced functions in the blog. And so, where's the original blog? But basically, just when they added function calls, then this became simple. So, and that, for example, if you use such a mechanism creatively, you can have much more semblance of intelligence. So that's the gist of Ask ITA. The potential is big. You can do anything you want. And the system, I'm trying to give you a system that offloads the actual mechanical, not related work, just let you work with, let you focus on the actual implementation of the things. So we're getting there. I'm hoping to release this by the Hex Race competition. So plugins competition. So I'm not really expecting to win anything, but the idea is just to contribute back to the community. There are so many creative people out there creating excellent plugins. So respects and thanks for keeping the contributions. So that's the idea. Within a month from now, I will release the first version of askida, and you can play with it as you see fit. So that's basically the idea. And I will have what I had before, a bunch of stuff out of the box, a list of useful commands that you can play with, and so on. So that's it for now. I hope you found this small update useful and answered some questions about the availability and so on. So yes, you'll be able to use it, and yes, I'll explain how it works. Hopefully you can build your own version. All right, thank you and see you next time.